which is needed for the service and hopefully to get this car running right. The easiest thing to do in this situation now is just to call Bugatti, order the parts come, and we can fit them.
At just 32, Matt Armstrong has gone from an injured BMX rider to one of the world's biggest automotive creators. Once a kid from Leicester working part-time jobs, he shocked fans by rebuilding cars most people would have written off, including a Bugatti Chiron even the manufacturer considered unsalvageable. But as his 33rd birthday approaches, Matt is facing a new chapter. His latest announcement isn't just about another car build. It's a major life and career move that could change where he works, how he creates, and how far his growing empire can go. The impossible Bugatti challenge. Matt Armstrong is currently facing a challenge that has shocked the automotive world. Rebuilding a $4 million Bugatti Chiron per sport that experts declared impossible to fix. This wasn't just any restoration. The car had been involved in a severe accident, leaving it in pieces that the insurance company promptly wrote off as a total loss. Even Bugatti's own engineers labeled it structurally compromised, and the CEO publicly advised Matt to walk away. Despite these warnings, Matt took the project head-on, determined to prove the doubters wrong. What makes this story so compelling isn't just the complexity of the car or its astronomical value, but the fierce opposition Matt encountered. Bugatti locked the vehicle identification number, blocking official parts and dealership support, effectively cutting off the tools most professionals would rely on. This forced Matt into a battle not only with the physical challenges of restoration, but also with the gatekeepers of the brand itself. It's rare that a YouTuber, or anyone outside the official circuit, dares to defy a manufacturer in such a high-stakes way. From rare supercar graveyards to local garages, the rebuild has pushed Matt's self-taught skills to their limits. This wasn't a typical rebuild with easy access to factory parts and technical manuals. This was custom fabrication, problem-solving, and sourcing parts in unconventional ways. The stakes couldn't be higher. Failure here wouldn't just mean a lost project, but a public and very expensive one at that. Yet, Matt's persistence has kept him moving forward. Despite everything going wrong from the start, including setbacks Matt never expected, the Chiron is now closer than ever to rolling down the road again. This car that the automotive establishment said was doomed might just defy fate, all because of one man's refusal to listen to the word impossible. The story of this Bugatti is not just about metal and mechanics. It's about defying limits and rewriting what's possible in the world of automotive restoration. But the Bugatti rebuild is just one part of the bigger picture. While it's captured headlines and sparked debates, Matt Armstrong has quietly been making decisions that could change everything beyond the garage doors. There's a deeper shift happening behind the scenes, something that fans and followers are only beginning to grasp. As the drama over the Bugatti rages on, Matt's next moves hint at a transformation that goes far beyond rebuilding rare cars. His future isn't tied solely to individual projects, but to building something much larger, something that challenges the boundaries of automotive culture and content. That revelation sets the stage for understanding who Matt really is and where he's headed. Matt Armstrong's story with the Bugatti is about grit and defiance, but it's also a prelude. What comes next is a leap that dares to change not just a car, but a career, a business, and a life. It's a turning point that makes his 33rd birthday about more than just another year. It's about a bold new chapter. Before we dive deeper into what that chapter looks like, it's important to look back, because to fully appreciate Matt's future, we have to understand where he started and how his journey prepared him for the moment he faces today. Transitioning from the wreckage of a hypercar to the origins of the man who rebuilt it reveals a tale of resilience few know, yet many admire. From BMX dreams to engine blocks, Matt Armstrong's journey started far from the shiny world of luxury cars and those high-profile rebuilds. He was born on June 11, 1993, in Leicester, England, and his early days were shaped by a very hands-on upbringing in a family of mechanics. His father Tony's garage was basically Matt's first classroom where he learned the language of engines, gearboxes, and greasy hands, long before most people his age even figured out how to swap a tire. That mechanical base still matters. It's the kind of unseen fuel behind every project Matt touches. But honestly, Matt's first real passion wasn't cars at all. It was freestyle BMX riding, which is one of those demanding sports where you're always chasing clean lines and better control, and it had him competing across Europe as a teenager. The discipline, the creativity, and the resilience he built while riding at a high level later became a blueprint for how he tackles car restoration as well as content creation. What's weird is that even back then, while he was a BMX rider, Matt was already filming his own sessions. He didn't know it at the time, but he was already sharpening the skills of a storyteller, a creator, with a camera that kept rolling. Life, though, wasn't exactly easy. His parents split when he was young, and to keep moving forward, Matt took on part-time work and juggled a stack of jobs, delivering food, bartending, and also working in automotive retail as well as tuning shops. Those years hammered in a gritty work ethic and a practical sense of what money costs and what effort really looks like. No trust fund, no fancy introductions, just non-stop grit, plus hands-on know-how. At the peak of his BMX career, disaster kinda struck. During qualification at the BMX World Championships, he managed to dislocate his shoulder trying a 7200 tail whip, and that wasn't small. The injury pushed him out of the event and, eventually, into retirement. It's like you're almost there, on the edge of your dream, then your own body just betrays you right when it matters. Instead of shutting it all down, Matt pivoted, oddly, calmly, but still hard. He looked around at what he still had, a camera in his hand, and a garage where he felt strangely at home. In 2013, Matt started a YouTube channel. It was all BMX content. But then, as the riding part of his life was wrapping up, a kind of coincidence stepped in. A car broke down. His girlfriend's car needed fixing, so Matt filmed the repair, not just the steps, but also the whole process vibe, like what it meant and why it mattered. That little moment lit a match. It made him realize, and also showed the world, that cars can narrate a story in a way that hits just as hard as any BMX trick. Then from 2018, Matt leaned more into car builds, restorations, the whole wrench and weld universe. His audience grew over a slow, grinding 5-year stretch. Not some boom overnight situation, more like years of filming in cold garages, hauling away unwanted cars, cleaning them up, and turning them into something extraordinary. This era was tough, no doubt, but also necessary, because it proved that persistence plus realness can outlast those flashy viral trends even when nobody seems to notice yet. By the time Matt's channel really popped off in 2020, he wasn't just some guy fixing cars on camera. He was kind of a storyteller who made viewers actually feel all those setbacks and little victories, every single engine rev and the wrench turn. His connection with the audience didn't feel cooked up. It was forged in sweat and plain honesty. That bond, probably his biggest asset, if we're being real. Now, this shift from a BMX rider to an automotive creator wasn't only about switching lanes career-wise, it was more like taking adversity and flipping it into opportunity. Injury shut one door, but the obsession with mechanics and creativity cracked open a different path, a way forward that somehow led to global recognition and projects others wouldn't even dare touch. Connection, not just cars, became the secret to his growth, drawing us closer to the next chapter of his story. Building an audience with authenticity. What separates Matt Armstrong from thousands of other automotive YouTubers is the emotional journey he brings into every build. He does not simply repair cars on camera. He shows the setbacks, financial risks, failed attempts, and moments of doubt that come with each project. That honesty makes viewers feel like they are part of the process, not just watching from the outside. Matt's early videos grew naturally from his passion for cars. They were not overly polished or scripted. Instead, they featured handheld shots, grease-stained hands, real reactions, and visible trial and error. This raw style helped him stand out because viewers could sense that his excitement was genuine. He was not performing a character. He was sharing the journey as it happened. Over time, that authenticity built massive trust. By March 2026, Matt's combined YouTube channels had nearly 10 million subscribers and close to 1.5 billion views. But the numbers are only part of the story. His audience stays because they connect with the struggle, the learning process, and the satisfaction of seeing a difficult build come back to life. His projects range from Lamborghinis and Ferraris to the nearly impossible Bugatti Chiron, but the formula remains the same. Matt shows the messy road before the finished result. Engines fail, parts break, money gets tight, and plans change. Instead of hiding those problems, he turns them into the heart of the story. That is why his videos feel more like mini-dramas than simple car repairs. Every episode has tension because failure is possible. When success finally comes, it feels earned. This storytelling style makes even first-time viewers stay until the end. Collaboration has also helped expand his reach. His work with his father Tony, Tavarish, and other creators adds skill, humor, and warmth to the channel. These relationships make the content feel more personal and help build loyalty beyond the cars themselves. Matt's channel has become entertainment, education, and inspiration all at once. Viewers learn about repairs, but they also see persistence, creativity, and craftsmanship in action. What began as a way to share car projects has grown into a global brand built on skill, transparency, and authenticity. As Matt's story continues to unfold, his recent decision to set up a new base in Miami signals a step beyond content creation, a move that could redefine everything fans have come to expect. The Miami move and expansion. While Matt Armstrong's garage in Leicester has been kind of the birthplace of countless restorations, his recent decision to buy property in Miami is this big shift in both his personal life and professional direction, if you know what I mean. This isn't just a change of scenery. It feels like a strategic step deeper into a car culture hotspot that keeps going non-stop under bright, sunny skies. For Matt, Florida is where exotic and collectible cars are not some occasional thing, but a daily reality, and where his high-minded builds can expand steadily without the seasonal hiccups that you often get in the UK. The Miami move comes after years of hopping back and forth across the Atlantic, and usually working from temporary workshop setups or booking short-term accommodation. Over time, the bills climbed, and the whole travel routine became a bit of a hassle. So Matt decided it made more sense to set up a real, permanent base overseas. He calls it his home away from home. And honestly, it sounds like the best way to handle higher-profile projects like the Bugatti Chiron. Plus, it lets him collaborate more closely with US-based creators too. Owning a full commercial workshop in Miami is kinda a game changer. The space gives proper room for bigger builds, better tools, and a more extensive crew. This investment basically says Matt is serious about pushing both the scale and the overall quality of what he does. Also, it puts him right inside a lively ring of automotive enthusiasts, auctions, and specialists, all feeding a supercar scene that never really stops moving. Matt's link with US creators like Tavares was a big reason this expansion happened. Working alongside American experts helped him grow his audience and get access to resources that would have been hard to track down from afar. One standout job involved a Porsche GT3 that was built in the US, but it stayed there because the import costs were prohibitively expensive, which honestly showed a very practical reason to plant roots in Florida. Setting up a dual base across continents isn't something you just do. Easy. Matt intends to split his time and operations between the UK and the US using the strengths in each place. This transatlantic setup lets him keep his UK roots and the same familiar community, while still opening the door to fresh opportunities in America's energetic automotive industry. It's a bold approach that a few British creators have truly tried, and it basically underlines Matt's drive to grow his brand globally. For Matt, the Miami relocation isn't only physical, it's also symbolic. It marks a move away from a solo creator grinding alone in garages to an automotive entrepreneur building something that looks more like an empire. That expansion should make it easier to chase bigger, more exciting projects. And it also tells fans and competitors, in a very direct way, that he's operating on a new tier. The greater aspiration behind Matt's Miami move is rooted in a bigger idea, one that involves not just building cars, but building a community and a legacy. Beyond YouTube, entrepreneurial vision. Matt Armstrong's ambitions extend far beyond uploading videos of himself working under the hood. He's expressed clear intentions to launch a professional auto restoration company, signaling a transition from digital creator to business owner. This move aims to formalize his craft, turning his passion for rebuilding rare and valuable cars into a thriving enterprise that operates at a higher level of professionalism and scale. One of the most exciting aspects of Matt's plans is the idea of establishing a public educational workshop. This concept would open the doors of his workshop to enthusiasts and aspiring mechanics, providing first-hand learning experiences. Rather than just watching repairs on a screen, people could engage directly with the mechanical process, gaining skills and knowledge passed down from Matt's father and honed through years of hands-on work. This approach to education breaks traditional barriers in automotive restoration, blending entertainment, practical teaching, and community building. Matt sees value not only in the cars themselves, but in the skills and mindset behind them. Offering public workshops could inspire a new generation of mechanics and creators while deepening the connection between Matt's brand and his audience. Financially, diversifying his business beyond content revenue is a smart strategy. Matt already earns an estimated $26,000 to $36,000 per month from YouTube ad revenue alone, excluding sponsorships, merchandise, and profitable car flips. The addition of a professional restoration company and educational space broadens income streams and provides stability beyond the volatile world of online content. Matt's brand is unique because it is built on authenticity and expertise, qualities that cannot be easily duplicated. This authenticity has helped him develop long-term relationships with sponsors and partners who value his genuine passion and knowledge. Expanding into formal business ventures leverages this trust, creating opportunities for sustainable growth fueled by real value rather than fleeting trends. The blend of physical expansion and visionary business development points clearly to a man who refuses to settle, a man who is building not just cars, but a lasting empire. The future and legacy ahead. As Matt Armstrong turns 33, he steps into what might be the most ambitious chapter of his career. Honestly, it feels bigger than before. With a nearly restored Bugatti Chiron sitting in his workshop and a new base in Miami, opening the door for wider opportunities, Matt is showing that this isn't just a story about rebuilding cars anymore. It's about building a long-lasting imprint, a real legacy. And yeah, his next moves already sound massive. He's been teasing a Pagani engine-powered track monster, a Lotus wide-body concept, and there's even a quiet, unnamed build he calls the best build the internet has ever seen. All of it really points to his need to keep stretching the limits, not only in automotive design and engineering, but also in how car stories get told online, in that whole digital space. But Matt's goals now go past viral videos. His idea to set up a professional restoration company and run an educational workshop kinda shows that he really wants to share what he knows and also nudge other people into action. He seems to be shifting from content creator into an entrepreneur, educator, and kind of a driving force in the automotive world. His wins also mirror how much authenticity matters, starting out with part-time jobs in Leicester, then managing to bounce back after a BMX injury, and later building one of the most respected car channels online. Matt pretty much carved his route with persistence, real know-how, and openness. As he keeps moving forward, his loyal audience sticks around not only for the cars, but for the whole journey. The move to Miami, upcoming workshops, and those mystery builds all hint at a future packed with danger, ambition, and opportunity. Matt Armstrong's story feels far from over, like it is only just starting. Matt Armstrong's story is a powerful reminder that setbacks can lead to incredible comebacks, and that authenticity builds lasting success. From a BMX rider to a global automotive influencer, his journey shows us that passion and perseverance can defy all odds. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Matt's life and legacy, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this.